What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. This is Wealth Frequency. You're listening to Justin Jack Bear. All right, guys, and girls, ladies and gentlemen, just launched a tutorial for Caffeine.AI called Coffee Break AI, part of the Wealth Frequency family. And I'm going to show you the projects that I'm working on, how to use Caffeine.AI, and why anybody who wants to create a website, an app, can use this platform. You don't need to know any code, how to code, and the beauty of this is it deploys directly on the blockchain world computer. Now, with this simple barrier to entry removed for deploying websites and apps and software, anybody can deploy on the world computer. And it's so simple, you can write a small interactive game or website with a single prompt. And it'll build that prompt, that game, that website for you in like less than 5 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. Now, why is this important? Well, everybody who has access to a web browser, the internet, a phone, can deploy their own canister with their own records, their own data, their own information, and only they can access it, and it's all recorded and stored on the blockchain. This is fundamentally the most important catalyst for driving utility onto the world computer. Now, even though Mission 70 white paper is being launched and the tokenomics will be reconstructed into something that makes ICP more deflationary, it's going to put the control back in the possession of the developers and the app builders and the website builders, where 80% of the tokens are used to reward the computer nodes that run the internet computer worldwide, not depending on any centralized data center or legacy tech cloud service. And then 20% of those fees will actually go to the Definity Foundation, who will then burn the tokens used that developers pay for the cost of cycles burned to run the program, the application, the software, the internet, the anything that's on the blockchain. So this is a way to curb the inflation of tokens minting, the reward system for node providers, which I think is going to a reward-based system, performance-based system, as opposed to a fixed reward system, which obviously makes sense. You're only rewarding for the computation work that's being done. And they're taking 20% of all tokens used to fuel the real-world asset games, websites, enterprise-level tools, depending on what you're building, which can be all done through Caffeine.AI, I have confirmed. So Caffeine.AI is a subscription-based platform that can build anything you want just by speaking to it, prompting it with a text, and you can actually make corrections, specific changes on your website app just by clicking those sections and editing those sections as well. So very cool tool. In my opinion, it's still in beta. I think it will be in beta probably for the next 8 to 12 months. So it's important for everybody to understand that. And depending on how complicated or how much utility that you want out of the system, whether it's enterprise solutions, it will take more credits, higher subscriptions to build real world utility, enterprise level, enterprise grade software, which I'm currently doing. So you can follow my journey. You can continue watching this channel. You'll see some of the tutorials of what I'm building. Thanks for all the subs, likes, comments, shares. Lots happening in the ecosystem, a lot of big changes this year, a lot of big impact changes on the tokenization of the world computer token utility. which is used to burn to power the world computer, apps, software. And yeah, we're moving into a new paradigm, another age, where the world is moving to the world computer blockchain to run all software. All other blockchains can be run, and they can actually work together through chain key orchestration, which the Manesi protocol has proved already and has launched already. So there's a lot of huge updates that just happened. CKBTC now available for purchase on MXC, which is the largest exchange in Latin America. This is going to change the game for Bitcoin maxis and holders. To get a Bitcoin that is completely 100% owned and belong to the user, not an IOU. It does not live on exchanges. It does not live on Web3 wallets. And it'll actually open up the Web3 consumer economy, which is a 4.9 trillion consumer economy that you can spend, share, move Bitcoin at a fraction of the cost that you can do that today with any other blockchain, including Ethereum, including Bitcoin to other wallets. And so here we go. The largest investment opportunity of a lifetime. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. But everything that everybody's been waiting for, all the problems that Ethereum can't solve, that won't be able to solve, has been solved. And the sooner that Ethereum investors realize this, they should push their leadership to move Ethereum and smart contracts to run on the world computer, to solve the computation problem, so that everybody can win, everybody can escalate, everybody can profit, benefit, expand, scale, develop, create new world paradigm efficiencies using this state-of-the-art technology developed by Definity Foundation, the world computer, 99% more energy efficient than centralized data centers, because what they've done is real infrastructure. They're placing tens of thousands of small computer nodes all over the world that allows the internet to run persistently, never being able to be shut down, reliable, chain key encrypted, unhackable, solving a 10 trillion a year cybercrime industry. What more can you want? You're not going to change the opinion. You're not going to change the old ways of thinking on engineers of old times. Everyone is too reliant, too dependent, too entrenched. There's too much money to be made. People are comfortable where they're at with legacy tech. And there's more money to make in solving problems rather than the solution itself. So that's currently why the market is ignoring the World Computer ICP. But they're just delaying the inevitable, because countries and governments and large tech manufacturers for hardware are already on board for the World Computer technology, and it's rolling out in real time. Pay attention to the World Computer Day in Davos coming up. We have all the big chip players are going to be there. Microchip players, microprocessors, computer processors, they all understand it. They know the world's not going to be one giant data center facility, centralized data center. They know that it's going to be individual, independent, encrypted nodes operating all over the world. We're at tens of thousands of nodes right now. We're going to hit 100,000s of nodes, and eventually it'll be 1 million nodes, which could be in 5 to 8 years. But as it is now, we're still testing the beta of this technology. World Computer is still in beta itself. There's still some things to fine tune. It all is natural, normal infrastructure scale, time and energy and effort and money required to iron out all the issues, all the kinks. And while everybody's impatient and waiting for adoption and complaining and crying and commenting, you're wasting your time. You're not helping anybody. Instead of posting, save that energy. Go and find already built ICP apps. It doesn't matter if you need to use it or if it's for you or not. We need testers, people to go and stop complaining and start burning real cycles. Add to the GDP of cycle burn on the world computer. Persistent use of these applications, even just logging in, browsing, adding files, adding information, testing every single app that already exists on the world computer is going to burn cycles. If everybody does it every day, it's going to decrease inflation and increase buying pressure. It's going to burn up all the ICP tokens. So go and test all the ICP apps that already exist. I'll post a link to an IC Explorer. That's a database that someone's created to list all of the available applications that you can go and test. And like I said, there's going to be rewards for this, leaderboards. You're going to get rewarded for testing, for logging in every day. Come on, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen. The future's here. Web3 is here. You're not paying attention. You're complaining about adoption instead of using the tech, using the world computer applications yourself. And that makes you a hypocrite. And it just slows progress. And it just slows the momentum. So if everybody's doing their part, because you're not a developer, you're an investor. And if you're not a long-term investor, you're a short-term investor, go and burn up some cycles. Do yourself a favor, do the community a favor. Everybody contributes here. Nobody's dead weight. Nobody's just waiting around for things to happen. That's just the way things are going right now. And yeah, you got to own it. Make it seem like you want it and make it happen. That's my cue. Until the next video, stay groovy. Guys, I will. Make sure you thank your local fire department.